Hey guys, welcome back to the Velocity YouTube channel. My name is Tom and today we are walking around this absolutely awesome first generation Brittany Blue Bronco. And we've built a lot of these sorts of trucks, but this one in particular has a brand new feature. So I can't wait to walk around this truck with you. All right, so let's start by talking about that paint color. And of course, it's the iconic Brittany Blue. It's a really nice baby blue, super deep metallic fleck in there. It does also come as an option in a gloss if that's what you're interested in. But the legendary color, the color that we've done so many times on Broncos, is the metallic version, and that's Brittany Blue. So it's a really, really nice paint finish. Let's walk around the front of the truck and talk about some of the options that we've got here. As standard, the first generation grille on the front of a Bronco. You'll have seen this on basically every Bronco we've ever built. But what we do have here is a couple of different variable options. First thing you're going to notice here is the red Ford lettering. You can do different colors, but typically we like to do the Ford lettering with the red gel inserts. It's very, very classic. The other thing you're going to notice is these Holley retro bright headlights. These are a brand new LED headlight, but they look like the old halogen lamp, and they're really cool. For this Bronco, we've done chrome details all around. So you've got the chrome light surrounds, chrome front bumper, like I mentioned before, the chrome lettering as well. Coming down the side of the truck, then you're going to notice more chrome elements. The first is this Sport Bronco badging, very classic. Of course, this is a true first generation 6677 Bronco, so we can badge it in that way. It's not like a kit car or a rebuild or anything like that. Second chrome option that you're going to notice is those bullet hole style wheels. We fit those on almost all of our Ford products. All of our signature series Ford products tend to have those. Why? Because they're just super popular. They look classic, but they also look great. They're really, really awesome, really iconic kind of piece of kit. Coming down the side of the vehicle a bit more, you're going to notice the side mirrors and the door handles. These are the OEM chrome style fitments, so these are not the billet upgraded version. For this truck, I wanted to keep it a little bit more classic, but these look great, they work great, they're very functional and really look proper. They look like they were meant to be on the vehicle because they were. They are the original OEM style. One final thing to note as we walk down the side of the vehicle is going to be this roll cage, and this is the first upgrade that I want to talk about on this truck. So as standard, a Velocity Bronco comes with a 4-point cage, which kind of comes diagonally here and doesn't give the rear occupants any covering. But when you upgrade to the 6-point cage like this truck, you actually get full covering for the rear occupants as well. Added benefit is going to be if you've got kids in the back, you get a 3-point seat belt rather than just a lap belt on the 4-point when you go to the 6-point, so that's really nice. Take a look at that Safari top. This actually pops on and off. You'll see there's poppers that run all the way along, so you can completely remove it if you want to be exposed to the elements, if you want to catch some sun, but that's there just to give you extra shade and also protect you from a rain. So if there's a light downpour, this actually will keep you pretty dry. So really, really nice option in white, matches the rest of the interior, which we'll come onto in a second. Looking at the back of the truck then, and just a couple of things I want to quickly point out. The first is going to be that matching rear chrome bumper that matches the front of the truck, as well as the chrome tailgate handle. Again, very OE looking, very standard. That's what I kind of wanted to go for with this truck. If I drop down the tailgate here, you're going to get the first peek of the interior, and we did something different, which I'll come onto in a second. But the main point of the interior at the back here I want to show you is this really, really nice bamboo, synthetic bamboo weaved floor mat that matches the rest of the interior. That's there to give you just a little bit of detail, a little bit of extra. You don't have to worry when you're loading things up in these trucks. Why? Because we Raptor-line all of the bottom of the truck, actually all of the underside of the truck as well. Basically anywhere we don't paint in that Brittany Blue gets Raptor-lining so that you don't have to worry about scratching it. So if you're lifting things in the back of the truck, if you're going to the beach, you've got, you know, umbrellas and seats and things, coolers that you want to be able to lift up and slide in, you can do that no problem because of this Raptor-lining. I mentioned at the start of the video that this truck had a first, and that's in the interior. Let me show you it and then I'll talk you through it because it's really, really cool. So for those of you who have watched the videos before, you will notice that you have never seen this insert before. This is a carpet, pseudo original carpet style insert, finished in light blue, dark blue with a white detail in there, and it looks absolutely amazing. A couple of other points on the door panel here. You do have a Focal speaker system in this truck. It's one of the speakers there built in. I'll talk more about that later. And you have electronic windows. So these actually look like an old school manual window regulator, but they're not. They are fully electronic. That's really, really cool. Let me talk you around some of the materials we've used. This actual main material is leather. It's called sand dollar and it's an off-white color. It is really, really nice. The reason we like to use sand dollar, which is kind of like a cream rather than a pure white, especially for an outdoor vehicle, kind of beach truck like this, is it just lasts a little bit longer. It doesn't stain as easy. It looks amazing. It also smells amazing as well. I know you can't tell through the camera, but the whole interior smells really, really nice of this fine leather. All right, let me take a step into the truck, and that's made much easier by the fact that we've got these powered side steps. These are fully electronic, so when you shut the door, they come up, and when you open the door again, they come down. Really, really nice. That's a standard feature on all Velocity four-wheel drive lifted trucks like this Bronco. Sitting in this interior, super, super comfortable, made easy by these seats. They are a full back seat with a headrest, and they do have adjustability, so you can slide these seats forward and backwards, as well as the backrest can actually adjust and tilt us there. The steering wheel, you'll have seen this before on our Broncos. It is the wooden style OEM steering wheel, really, really popular, finished with this kind of wooden surround. Feels really nice to grab. It's not too thick, just easy to hold on to, and looks right at home. Very much a classic style. Behind that, you have a tilt adjustable steering column by the guys at I Did It. So that's a really nice feature, just gives you a little bit more flexibility. And then come past that and look at this instrument cluster. This is an old school looking, but new school operating instrument cluster by the guys at Dakota Digital. Basically what this means is it looks like kind of the old school Bronco instrument cluster, but actually it's got a small screen inside that gives you more information like your live speed, remaining fuel, etc. Just that little bit of modern technology with the old school flair, which is really, really cool. All right, so let's take a closer look at some of the other elements of this interior. And I'm going to start by briefly, again, touching on these awesome carpet style inserts in the seat. These are really, really nice, and actually sitting here now and feeling them, especially on this armrest, they just feel super, super soft. They give that kind of different texture, a couple of different feelings here going on in the interior, as well as looking really, really cool. So I love those. Let's talk about the cubby box. People often ask us, hey, Tom, the vehicle is open, so how can I secure valuables? And that's what this cubby box is for. It's manufactured by a company called Tuffy. We use them in all of our Broncos. They're really simple and they work really, really well. They're bolted down into the floor, so they're not going anywhere. They're super solid. And inside here is loads of space to put valuables and things like that. But you could fit a full iPad in here, a small laptop, easily a purse, a wallet, phones, keys. So really, really good, secures your valuables. So if you're at the beach, you'd put your stuff in there, lock this up, you lock it here, and then you could just walk away without having to worry. So that's the Tuffy box. It also has inbuilt into it at the front a USB 3 and a USB-C charger, as well as a slot for your phone, and below that you've got two drinks holders. Right, let's talk about infotainment for a second. I mentioned earlier the Focal speaker system. Powering that speaker system is this Pioneer head unit, and on this truck I opted to put in pre-fit the Apple CarPlay unit. So this is actually a screen that folds out, and you can use Apple CarPlay, hook your phone straight up there, have your Spotify and your maps on that screen. Also, if you wanted to, this vehicle could be refit with a backup camera, and if you did that, that screen would display the backup camera when you went into the reverse gear. That powers the Focal speaker system. There is a speaker in each door panel, there is a sub under the passenger seat, and there are speakers in the rear panels as well. So lots of audio systems. Let's move up above the Pioneer system and then talk about the AC. Of course, it's hot here in Florida, and most people are going to want to use this vehicle in a warm environment, right? It's a summer truck, it's fun, you can take it out to the beach, things like that, but you're going to want to stay cool. That's where the Vintage Air AC system comes in. So brand new AC system, don't let the name fool you. It's super powerful, it's designed for these vehicles. And basically you've got three controls here. It's really simple to operate. One controls your direction, one controls your fan speed, one controls your temperature. You've got four vents that blow the air out, and it does really work. Very, very powerful. They do make a difference. Even in an unenclosed vehicle like this, it does keep you cool on a hot day. To the left of that, I've got my light controls, as well as my wash wipe controls here, of course my ignition here too. And that's about it. It's a very simple dash. We don't go crazy. We don't try and overcomplicate it, especially not on our Signature Series builds. And for a build like this, the retro look with this kind of insert, it just fits the bill. Okay, so we talked through the exterior and the interior of the truck. Now let's talk about what makes it move, and we'll start with the engine bay. So in here we have a brand new third generation Coyote V8. What does that mean? Well, it's basically a brand new engine. It's like out of a new Mustang or a new F-150. So for you as an owner, you've got all of the security, knowing you've got modern technology under the hood, and you've got lots of power too. This is a 5-litre V8. It produces 460 horsepower, meaning this truck will do 0 to 60 in about 4.5 seconds. And if you've driven a vehicle like this before, you'll know that's quick for a Bronco of this kind of size. It does feel very quick, especially if you're merging onto a highway, overtaking, things like that. You've got all of the power. It's not just about the power though, it's also about the reliability and the serviceability. So because this is a brand new crate engine from Ford, any Ford dealer can actually work on and service this vehicle. Really, really simple. This truck will always get you home. That's why we use brand new engines. We don't use takeoff engines. We don't offer any other engine other than the Coyote, because we know that they just work. To help you on your journey there, you do of course, need a transmission. And in this one, it's the 10R80, which couples to this Coyote. It's a 10-speed automatic transmission. Same rules apply as the engine. It's brand new, really easily serviceable, super smooth, lightning quick through the transition. So it does give you that 0 to 60 acceleration that you want. But again, it's very easy to drive, it's very reliable, it's just easy, easy, easy to operate. For stopping power on this truck, we have Wilwood disc brakes all around, the hydro boosted system, so you've got all of that stopping power there that you need, because of course this vehicle is more than capable of doing 70, 80, 90 plus on the highway. You want to be able to stop safely as well as go safely. For the underside of this truck, chassis suspension, we have a brand new Roadster Shop chassis, so it has slightly firmer feel, really helps with the handling, and of course, just peace of mind as well that you know the chassis underneath the vehicle is brand new. So that's about it for this truck. I hope you've enjoyed walking around it with me. It's an awesome example of what Velocity does best here in Pensacola, Florida, and that is a Brittany Blue first generation Bronco with that added benefit of having something nobody else yet has, which is that really cool classic Ford style carpet insert. As always, if you're watching on YouTube, you can leave a comment below. If you're watching on Instagram or social media, send us a DM or leave us a comment. And if you're watching on the website, which is where most people watch these videos, and you've got a question, either pick up the phone, the number will be on the page, or fill in one of those contact forms. If you scroll down a little bit, you can also learn about financing this vehicle. So you don't have to buy these vehicles in cash. If you do want more flexible purchase options through our partners at Woodside Credit, you can see the monthly payments, the deposit required, things like that down below. I love this truck. I absolutely love it. I'm sure people are going to have questions. I'm also sure they won't probably stay here for that long. It is ready to go home immediately, so it's ready to drive away out the showroom. Comes with our 2-year bumper-to-bumper warranty. It's a fantastic offering, and it is available now. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.